Many who spoke on recent political developments in the state were unanimous that the wheel of appreciable progress and development have been grounded since the declaration of a state of emergency by President Tinubu on March the 28th this year. They urged Mr. President to prioritize the restoration of democratic order as a way of reaffirming his administration's commitment to the principle of democracy, federalism, and the rule of law.
He should restore democratic structures in Rivers State by reinstating Governor Sim Fubara, his deputy, and the State Assembly that were suspended. If Mr. President can do this, then there is a fulfillment in the celebration of the 2025 June 12th.
We cannot continue to dwell in democratic contradictions and then we claim to be running a democratic government. Mr. President, you fought for this democracy. I want to see it in full practice, despite whatever must have transpired.
Besides tasking President Tinubu, those who reviewed the political developments in Rivers State, which led to the declaration of a state of emergency, have an agenda for suspended Governor Sim Fubara upon his return to office.
What hampers this Fubara's government is lack of inclusiveness. Let us be realistic. I'm not part of their group, and I advocated for peace, so that with peace, Fubara will rule well. Is the executive governor of this state elected by the people, including myself. But, along the line, politics is business. All of them, put hands, to fight for that seat, for that position. And I believe that, what people don't understand, they only put something on Wike. Wike is in Abuja. Governor Fubara would have used his position as the executive governor of the state, and restore peace, unity, and inclusiveness. Because that lack of inclusiveness, it had caused, the division.
To continue to insist on what is right, which is the restoration of democratic rule in Rivers State. Anything short of that will be us begging for what is naturally our right. And the Rivers people will not subject ourselves to begging for what is naturally our right.
It is obvious that one of the challenges His Excellency have, if he's coming back, is to look carefully on how he can be able to build his own structure. We believe that the structure that His Excellency have today is not those that was appointed, that he inherited by the previous administration, but rather he should think of how he can build his own strength, and not just building his own strength, but also building his own structure as a mark of his own way of trying the best he can to ensure that he has his own people on ground.
Meanwhile, as Nigerians celebrate this year's Democracy Day, they have been advised to remain vigilant and ensure the continued defense of the nation's democracy against any form of manipulation by the political class. From Port Harcourt, it's Andy Omano, Arise News.